Today is Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of the month of Av, the day of the destruction of both temples, and we came here this morning. Many hundreds of Jews from all over the country at great personal cost prepared themselves to come to make the ascent of the Temple Mount, and unfortunately the decision was made by whatever echelon, if it's the police or the government, to keep the Temple Mount closed today to Jews. In the past few days, hundreds of Jews have been going up to the Temple Mount. Some have made it up and some have been denied access. There's been a lot of agitation by the Muslims on the Temple Mount, and there's been a big effort that they're making to keep the Jews off. Unfortunately, it seems that the police have bowed to this pressure and basically given a reward to Muslim terror by punishing the victim once again, true to form, keeping the Jews outside on the day when it's most important to them to be on the Temple Mount. But I want to add, I think that the scene that we've seen here this morning is extremely encouraging. Hundreds of Jews have come here, and this is in itself a tremendous testimony to the tremendous and great progress that's been made in the whole awakening of the Jewish people towards the role of the Holy Temple in our lives. There was a Chaver Knesset here. There was a vice minister here, and years ago we would not have had this. We had members of Knesset here. We had members of the government here. We have hundreds of people here. There were entire yeshivot that came this morning, and this is, on the one hand, again, this moment that we're feeling a lot of disappointment. We're feeling a lot of frustration. We're feeling the destruction of the temple, which is what's going on now. It's not about what happened then, it's about the lack of building the temple now. But on the other hand, this is the whole dichotomy of the Jewish experience. There is cause for great encouragement, and I want to really look at this in a positive way, and I want you to understand what we saw here this morning is a sure sign that the temple is going to be built in our time. Hundreds of Jews that came here at all costs, just for the chance of being able to go up. And when they were told that they couldn't go up, they stayed and they sat on the floor, because this is where they wanted to be as close as possible. If not up there, then at least at the gates. And this, to me, is the consolation. This is the birth of the Mashiach. What do you think it means, that midrash? It's not just an allegory that Mashiach is born on Tisha B'Av. I saw here this morning at the foot of the Temple Mount, I saw the birth of Mashiach. When I saw that the Jewish people is wide awake and is ready to rebuild the Holy Temple.